good morning to you all, my dear students. Today we are going to have a topic in social studies. In social studies, the first and foremost topic is India and relief features. What are meant by relief features? You know what is meant by India? India is the name of a country. Every one of us know that. What is meant by relief features? Here, relief features means the total distribution of various things on the earth is known as a relief features. India relief features. Here, India relief features means the total distribution of various things on the earth. They may be rivers, riverlets, ponds, streams, lakes, hills, hillocks, natural soils. They are all called relief features. They may be a lowest to highest. These all are the things. And at the same time, what is meant by India? If you take Indian country can be divided into two parts majorly. One is a northern India and the second one is a southern India. These north and southern India is divided by Aravalli mountains in the middle of it. When we come across Indian country's location in the world, that Indian country do have a right side of Indian country, Bay of Bengal is there. In the left side of Indian country, Arabian Sea is there. In the south side of Indian country, Indian Ocean is there. In the north side, we know very well that Himalayan mountains are there, which is filled with a lot of snow. And that is what Indian country is called as a peninsula. What do you mean by a peninsula? Peninsula is nothing but a country which has three sides water and one side land is called as a peninsula. As we have discussed, east side Bay of Bengal is there, west side Arabian Sea is there, in the south side Indian Ocean is there, on the land mass one side. So Indian country is a peninsula. Indian country is also called as subcontinent. Why it is called as a subcontinent? It has a continental features. What are meant by continental features? Having number of religions be followed, having number of cultures be followed, having a number of climatical conditions prevailing. Besides that, having a number of food habits be followed. All those things can be found in Indian country. That is what it is called as a subcontinent. Though not it is a continent, it is called as a subcontinent. Indian country is located in the Asian continent. That everyone knows of it. At the same time, where Indian country is located. To find out where Indian country is located in the globe, you know very well the earth is in a spherical shape. When earth is in a spherical shape, imaginary lines have been designed. Imaginary lines which are drawn from east to west, or imaginary lines which run from north to south, they are called longitudes. Lines which run east to west is known as a latitudes. So now we are going to find Indian position on latitudes. Let us go for the shape of the earth. The shape of the earth is in a spherical shape. In the spherical shape, 0 degrees is known as a equator. 23.5 degree in the northern hemisphere is known as a Tropic of Cancer. 60 degrees to 90 degrees we call it as a Arctic Circle. Similarly, 23.5 degree in the southern hemisphere is known as a Tropic of Capricorn. 60 degrees to 90 degrees in the south is known as a Antarctica Circle. This is the shape of the globe. So to find out the country's location, to find out the time, to find out the climatical conditions, the imaginary lines have been designed. They are latitudes and longitudes. At the same time, Earth can be divided into two. We have seen equator divides two. One is a northern hemisphere, the other one is a southern hemisphere. Similarly, if Earth is vertically taken, then eastern countries and western countries. Of course, Indian country is there in eastern countries. Almost all America, England, European continent lies in the western side. So this is about regarding the broad shape of the earth and so on. Now, Indian country's geographical position. Indian country's geographical location. On what latitudes and what longitudes Indian country can be found. As we have discussed earlier, the Indian country is there in the northern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, Indian country stretches from 8 degrees 4 minutes to 37 degrees 6 minutes. Similarly, in the longitudinal position, it is 97 degrees 25 minutes to 68 degrees 7 minutes. This location makes us to know how sun travels from east to west. For example, in eastern India of Arunachal Pradesh, sun appears a little bit early than the western part of Gujarat. So this is the way. You know very well, Earth rotates on its own axis and rounds the sun. That is what the days and nights are cast. So because of this longitudes and latitudinal position, we are able to know on what latitudes and what longitudes Indian country can be found, what climatical conditions are there on various degrees of the part of Indian country and so on. At the same time, India landform we have discussed. In the Bay of Bengal, large number of Andaman Nicobar Islands are there. They also belongs to Indian country only. In the Arabian Sea also we have a Lakshadweeps. There are different islands are there and they are also belongs to Indian country. Let us go for Indira Point. Indira Point is located in Andaman Nicobars. This is named after Indira Gandhi. Now let us go for a geographical background of Indian country. As we have come across that 180 million years of evolution process, the Indian country, Indian peninsular plateau got a lot of changes. Before 180 million years, there were only two subcontinents, supercontinents we can say. They are of Angara and Gondwana. Indian peninsular plateau can be found in Gondwana. In due course of time, so many drifts happen, movements happen, earthquakes happen. In that process, what has happened, Indian peninsular plateau drift towards northeast and colluded with Angara lands. That was the thing happened with the Indian lands. When there was such collision happened, the folded mountains, Himalayas formed. Because of Himalayas, at the same time a basin was also formed. So those basins started getting filled up with the rivers of Himalayas. When rivers started flowing, plain lands were also created. And that is what human inhabitation started in the plain lands. In the southern side, rivers also started flowing towards east as Deccan Plateau leaned towards right side. So that what all the rivers are flowing from the starts originated from Deccan Plateau, they go and join the Bay of Bengal. By default, some rivers are there. For example, Narmada and Tapati, Netravati and Saravati, they join in Arabian Sea. So this is about Indian geographical evolutionary process which has happened to Indian Earth. The Indian Peninsular Plateau is one of the most ancient blocks on the Earth's surface. As we have seen, the geographical position of Indian country in the evolution process, changes have been taken place. At present, there are major relief divisions are there. They are of six. The first and foremost one is a Himalayan part, the Himalayas. Second one is the Indo-Gangetic Plains. Third one is the Peninsular Plateau. Fourth one is the coastal plains. Fifth one is the desert. And sixth one is islands. All these relief features detailedly, we'll look at it, we'll discuss it in the next class.